Okay, we're going to dive right in and do some really fun stuff this time in this video. What we're going to make is a freestanding lace shape. I'm going to teach you how to go right in from no knowledge of how to digitize anything to creating a really cool project that you can sew out and have a lot of fun with, like especially around Christmas time. You know, you can make freestanding lace ornaments, all kinds of different freestanding lace shapes, and you just sew them out on a water-soluble mesh stabilizer and rinse it out. It's very easy. When you do sew it out, though, by the way, use 2 layers of wash away mesh, and I'm talking about like see, Solvay has it's called Fabra Solvay. Baby Lux version is Hydromelt. Whatever the fabric looking water soluble stabilizer you have, that's what you want to use for this project. Okay, so we're going to get started. To get our shape that we're going to eventually turn into freestanding lace, I want to start with the custom artwork that comes with this program. It's really nice that they give you a bunch of these shapes. Although you can draw your own shape, there's a variety of ways to get your shape that we're going to use. But we're gonna go in and go to artwork. It's this little pencil, and when you click on it, this menu pops out. We want to go all the way down here to custom shape, and left click that, and this little dialog box comes up, and I get to pick which one of these shapes I want to do. So it's wintertime. I'm gonna do a snowflake. So I pick this snowflake right here. I'm gonna left click this snowflake, and there is my snowflake. Now it's important to note that this isn't stitches yet. There's no stitch information here. This is just an outline. So what I did there, I grabbed one of these corners, this black box, and resized it. So I wanted to make this a bit bigger. So it's gonna be a nice big freestanding lace that I create here. So here we go. I've got my shape already. Now, for this project, we need to have 3 identical copies of this outline. So the easy way to do that is to go up in my menu up here, my ribbon. I've got all these editing icons here. And what I want to do is first copy. So left click on copy. And then I want to paste twice. So paste, paste. And if you look over in your sequence view, you see 3, where it says artwork, you see 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. And so I can select my first one up here, and I've only got one, but you see they all ended up in exactly the same place. And you can take advantage of the fact that when you copy and paste, it puts it in literally the exact same place for a lot of different things. But for this in particular, it's gonna work great. So I now need to apply some stitches, and I want to apply the stitches to the first snowflake here. So I make sure I've got the first snowflake selected in my sequence view. So I left click on that. It's there. That's what's selected. And I go up to apply stitches. This heart shape here, I hit apply stitches. And the one I want to pick is the loose fill. It's under my fills here. Loose fill. It's the last one. I hit that. And boom, it automatically puts in my stitches. Alright, and what this loose fill does is it just creates some straight lines going through here. It's the same as a regular fill, except it has a lot of gaps between them, and what that's going to be is 1/2 of our grid that's going to make up the lace. So we go ahead and we can leave all these settings the way they are. You can experiment with different density settings and all that, but you just leave it the way that it is. Basically, it'll be fine. And then we go down to the next section here and go back to apply stitches. Again, a loose fill. Now, we do have to change this one because the stitches are going the same direction on this one as they were on the first one, and what we need is to have them perpendicular to the first stitches. So the way you do that is you need to change the stitch direction, and the stitch direction is hidden under the reform tool up here. So if I go up to my upper left and click on reform, it's hard to see in this video, but there's this black dots, and there's actually a line between the black dots. And what I want to do is move these black dots so that instead of going horizontally the way they are now, I left click on one and put it at the top, left click on the other one, put it at the bottom, and then when I generate this, you just right click to generate. Now I've got this grid work here with the two fills going perpendicular to one another. It's ideal if this is exactly, straight up and down. If it's not the end of the world though. So there we've got, they call this an inclination, by the way. So if I say inclination, this is the thing that I'm talking about. It's what determines your stitch direction. So we've got our two fills are there. We just go now to artwork. We go to the next one, the third one that says artwork still. Now this is still just the outline. And what we want to do is go up to apply stitches, and this time we choose under outlines, apply stitches, outlines, satin. So just left click on satin. There it is. That is all it takes. This is now completed. I can save this design now. Go up here to my my magic circle, choose save as, and I'm going to save it as snowflake. And I should save it as a BLF first. Go watch my working files video to explain why you want to save this as a BLF file first. And then you'll understand why you would do that. So hit save, and then go up, save as, change it from a BLF to a PES. I'm going to sew this out on a regular sewing machine. So Baby Lock PES version 9. Hit save. There it is. Now, if I wanted to save that to my flash drive and copy it to my machine, I would have gone up, file, save as, and then under here choose removable disk. I don't have a flash drive plugged in right now, but you would choose the one that says removable disk and save it to there to put it on your flash drive that came with your machine. And that's it. Now I just take it, sew this out on water soluble stabilizer. The dissolve away mesh, like I said, works best. And when I rinse it out, I'll have this beautiful snowflake. And I could use whatever color thread I want. I didn't specify a color, so the default in this program is blue, so it's going to tell you to use blue. But you can use any color you want. I would sew this out white. I don't want to make the color white in this video because you wouldn't be able to see it next to the background, but make a white snowflake. And if you wanted to, maybe you want to customize this netting back here will support lettering. It'll support other embroidery designs. So if I want to customize this, like maybe I want to have some initials in there or a monogram or something, I can choose my text tool, left click in here. Maybe I'm making this for my daughter Meadow, so I make an M and just have just this M. Make it bigger. Put that right in the middle of it. Now it's an M for Meadow. I actually did this year, so she has one of these. I used the glow-in-the-dark thread for the M too, so that was cool. But here, now, if I save this and sew it out, this will be supported perfectly by this netting. And I'll have a nice custom-made snowflake. I can hook a little ornament thing through here, hang it on the tree. And you can make them for, gifts or what have you. And you can do the same thing with any of those custom shapes or with any shape that you create yourself. So you can be really creative with this technique. I really like this. Full disclosure, I did steal this technique completely, unabashedly, off of the Designer's Gallery website, designersgallerysoftware.com. They have a whole written instruction on how to do this. Although they're doing it with you're drawing your own leaf in and everything. I wanted to do something that was going to be a little easier to follow. Assuming somebody just opened the software, what can they do with it? So this video is for someone like that, and you can go ahead and make some cool freestanding lace. So go do it, and I'll see you on the next video.